Wow, what a novel situation. A man confronting his true limitations, dude. A solo podcast. It's terrifying. I'm not gay. The first order of business, this is something I've been reflecting on a lot. Leading a family as a father, I'll tell you, it's not easy at all, especially if you're helplessly floating through life alone, and then all of a sudden you have to lead a family. That's been really difficult, man, because here's the thing. I'm not gay, so I have to be with a girl, and girls are awesome, totally kick ass. I truly am not being a dick. I really love them to death. I think they are essential. Even if you're a gay man, you need girlfriends. Like they just, it's inescapable. And when you marry a woman, you don't realize it, but two people are moving through life with all of the force in their mind, body, and soul. And when you link up, it's like, it can be like two spaceships just trying to dart in different directions and being just tied together with a chain. And it can be a little bumpy and a little wrangly. Don't take this as me complaining, or I'm not. I'm just saying, like, holy fuck. It is a massively mind-bogglingly complex situation where the stakes couldn't be fucking higher. And I was not prepared. When I consulted the internet, the first thing that I fell into, this guy, his name is, and I'm not trying to trash the guy. I think he's like a psychologist, so he presents himself very like, hey, like degree, blah, blah, blah. But then you slowly realize this is a dude in the manosphere who went to school for psychology, which is a dangerous man, dude. And obviously, I'm not bragging, I have my social work degree. I could practice the dark arts of the manosphere with everything I've learned from all my readings, but this is where I think the manosphere can grab people. Because when you do have a family, and if you're like, oh, I don't have a family yet, well, fucking listen up, dude, because you could get one at any minute. Just relax. You do have to kind of divvy up, like, power roles. This isn't like, the year -6,000, dude. Like, women want to be in charge too. And I'm not getting into the manosphere role of being like, just fucking tell them to shut the fuck up. I'm not. But babes should be in wheelchairs, dude. Like, they're wonderful people who I think complete our lives, but they're being hit with a fundamentally destabilizing amount of hormones once a month, just off the bat. And then, like, you take pregnancy into account. It's a beautiful thing. It's that which allows the universe to keep going. I'm not saying, girls drool, boys. I please don't think this is what I'm saying. When you're leading a family, there are times as a man and a father, and I'm not trying to get like pumped up or like rally the troops on this. I'm just saying I've learned painfully, because I don't like to do this, where you have to just stop and be like, I'm the boss. And it feels terrible, but you do have to do it, which sounds manospheric. And I'm like, yes, obviously the manosphere has an element of truth to it, or maybe like a couple. But what they get into is this sick and twisted zero-sum game of like sexual marketplace value, where like if a woman's 30 and not married, I see this all the time. People go online and they're like, yeah, you nasty bitch. You should have had kids when you were 12. You, nobody wants you now. And it's like, that stuff's sick. If you're getting into relationships where you're trying to like put sexual marketplace values on yourself and be like, she's 27 years old, therefore she's probably had sex with 14 guys. You're not going to be able to fucking run a family with thinking like that. What I found is, obviously you get a babe, you take all of her flaws in, she takes all of your flaws in. And at the end of the day, like, you have to be equals, but also you have to be daddy. And it's, dude, it brings me no pleasure. Maybe it brings me a little bit of pleasure, but every now and again, you have to be daddy. And it's like the weirdest thing, because like, you can argue, you can nitpick this, and well, I think this, I think that. And every now and again, you got to get into daddy mode, dude. And it's like, it's weirdly erotic. It's deeply uncomfortable for me, but you start to develop kind of a sixth sense as a man and a father. I actually kind of love saying that.
As a man and a father.
To when you go, okay, the wheels are coming off this thing. I see it. They're not off. They're wobbling. They've been wobbling for a couple of days, and you got to go, never right before bedtime either. Then you got to go, hey, let me talk to you real quick. And just go full fucking daddy mode. And like, dude, all this stuff. Maybe my marriage is wrapped around some weird brat correction kink. I don't know. God damn it, I can't start out like this. I met my wife when I was 29. She was 24. I had to usher a girl into womanhood, dude. My God, that's a thing in and of itself. I think she's a lovely lady, a beautiful woman. But again, 24, I'm 29. Brother, the bridge from 24 to 30 is... it's like being... It's like watching somebody's business fail and you take them into yours. God damn it, that's not nice. But women have to, when they get older, confront the fact that they're aging. It hits women way harder than it does dudes. That's all I'm trying to say. Everyone talks about men's midlife crises, which men do have. Men absolutely have them. I would venture to guess that men's midlife crises are more about circumstance. Obviously, if you're like physically, dudes kind of freak out about that stuff. Not like women though. I feel like women's midlife crises are more rooted, if I have to be honest, in their physical appearance, or men's are more kind of circumstantial. What have I done with my life? Blah, blah, blah. And then you can toss in like, women will family spaz. I mean, dude, when women turn 30, it's like, man, it's sad. It really is shitty because women do freak out, and it's like they go from 0 to 60 wanting to be married. And I'm not relishing in this. I'm not being like, yeah, you nasty fucking bitch. You should have sucked somebody's dick and had their kids when you were 24. Instead, you around your whole fucking life, you fucking nasty bitch. Which I don't know. Well, there's all these guys that are mad at women for like not having kids I see it on Twitter all the time where like a lady will go on and be like, I have a nice house. I can cook. I'm 30. Why won't anyone date me? And it's just 55 guys come out like, because you're a disgusting whore and you failed in life. Good luck dying. It's like, dude, relax, dude. Somebody will fucking wife this lady up. She's 30. Chill. My whole point is when you're trying to lead a family, there's all these dynamics most people don't really talk about. And I get it because it's wildly uncomfortable. But a woman is genuinely a very delicate thing. You have to strike this balance of being like, in some regards, brutally honest with them while also trying to nurture them. Because you really should be, dude. You can't hit, we all agree, you can't hit girls, right? It's mean. You shouldn't hit girls. It's kind of fucked up. I'm not going to speak on the Diddy shit. I watched a video of Cameron. Cameron went on the CNN, I think, and they're asking him questions about Diddy, and he basically held it down like, bro, it's none of my fucking business. And I was like, damn. Obviously, he goes, do I support him beating the fuck out of Cat? I love when dudes say that. Do I support him beating the fuck out of his ex-wife? Of course not. I don't think that's like, okay, dude. Thank you for the disclaimer.
Domestic violence, I'm totally against it.
The two linchpins of a family are a man, which is just a disgusting pig of a person just, trying to come all the time.
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
And then a lady who... I don't know what ladies are up to. I really don't. I know they're trying to like build a comfortable place to live and I don't know what the fuck, eat new shit. I don't know what organizes a woman's mind. So if you take the male ego, female ego, I believe is phallic. It wants to kind of like pierce the universe, pierce society, and make sort of an impression, kind of like clear room for itself and kind of expand into kind of like whatever kind of abscess it creates or abyss it creates to kind of like puncture society and be like, check this out. I feel like at the root of it, the female ego is designed for kind of viewing society at a bird's eye view and kind of learning and like just separating. Exclusion, I should say. Sorry, not separation as much as just exclusion. They're kind of like the orderers of kind of everything, if that makes sense. Like a girl won't punch a girl in the face 9 times out of 10, but they'll have a party and then like take pictures and then put it on Instagram so that other girl sees it and like, oh, sorry, you didn't get to come. That shit fucks women up. Might have to start over, Josh. This is too bad. I can't start with this stuff. God damn it. Time out. Does that sound insane?
No.
All right.
People want to hear this stuff from you.
True. You're right. It's weird to be obsessed with maintaining frame. And I know some of you, if you don't know what frame is you being in total control of the relationship, total control of yourself. You do have to maintain frame. Again, I'm walking a delicate tightrope. But if you are constantly thinking about maintaining frame, do you really have frame, bro? Or is frame something? I don't know. There's a thing called the blue line test that was brought to my attention by my friend Pedro Salinas. And what they do is they take pictures of like couples, basically. Some of them are celebrity couples. Some of them are people's friends, whatever. I don't know where they're actually getting the photos. But what they do is they put a blue line down the middle exactly where the dude should be standing. And if the dude is like leaning in towards his wife or girlfriend, excuse me, that means he's in violation of the blue line principle. And that's visual proof that he doesn't have frame. Which again, I think it's very, very funny. And it's a funny thing to bust somebody on. If you see somebody's like, I will say, as soon as I heard about that, I had like a mini quiet panic where I was like, dude, I better be standing up straight, dude. If I fail the blue line test, I'm gonna be furious. If you enter into a marriage, don't do what I did. Don't sit there and go, oh, well, time to get married. We'll see how this goes. Blah, blah, blah. Like, really think about it, man. I'm saying do it for sure. But like, try to be maybe you'll never be conscious until that kind of jolts you out of just like, bam, there's new creatures that love you and they're looking for you to be like, and you got a babe, you have your wife and she's fucking busting open and kids are popping out of her and you're like, oh shit, I got to pay all the bills. It really does kind of force, it is a reckoning within you that I think is ultimately great. I'm not trying, don't take this as me being negative. I'm not being negative at all. I'm just going into the Hades, the underworld, the underpinnings of human relationships. And, I guess we're animals. I caught the fucking bitch. I caught the fly. It's gone.